Good morning. Find your comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. Root through your sit bones, lengthen through your crown. Thought just crossed my mind that I'm kind of glad that they didn't do the launch during class. That would be an interesting class. Some of us would hear it, some of us would feel it, and some of us would just hear it over the microphone. Interesting. Get your last moment wiggles out. Roll your back, twist your back, roll your neck, whatever, just move a little bit. And then come to stillness. Just find awareness in your breath, the rise and fall of your chest. Try not to control it, just observe. Imagining your breath like the bellows. As you inhale, you root into the sit bones. As you exhale, you draw towards the crown of your head, lengthening. Feeling both the grounding in your sit bones, the backs of your thighs, whatever's touching a surface. And feeling the light and airiness of the crown of your head as you exhale. Drawing your body for polar opposites down and up. Imagining space between each vertebrae. Tune into your heart, tune into your mind. Chase away all the little thoughts that try and interfere with this moment of breath and relaxation, moment of centering and grounding. Imagine if you were shooing the chickens off the yard, just getting those thoughts out, sweeping them away. Take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, lengthen through the crown, sitting up tall, and let your right ear slide over to the right side. Maintaining that tall spine. Flip your left hand over so the palm is up. Back of the hand resting on your lap. Inhale and move your head back in space as you're rocking it back and lifting your chin. Exhale, draw the chin forward in space. Inhaling it, taking it back. And exhaling, taking it forward. One more, taking it back on an inhale. Forward on an exhale. Tuck your chin and roll all the way to center. Flip your hand back over, bring your head back up. Take 2 big breaths here. Just feel the stretching on either side, the difference. On your last big breath, deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen through the crown and slide the left ear, over to the left side. Stay tall in your spine. Flip your right hand over, palm up. Back of your hand rests in your thigh. Inhale, head goes back in space, chin begins to lift. Exhale, taking it forward, dipping your chin. Inhaling it back. Exhaling it forward. One more inhale back. Exhale forward. Dip the chin all the way in and roll to the center and hold. Flip your hand over, both hands on your lap. And I want you to flip your hands so you make a fist and the outside of your fist is on your palm, like you've got 2 fists, one on each thigh. We're going to inhale and open our arms and lift our head like a big warrior strong pose. Inhale, exhale, draw them all back forward. Return your fist to your lap. Roll your head and shoulders forward. Inhale, open it all up. Exhale, bring it back down. One more, inhale it back up. Exhale it back down. Holding here. Flip your hands back over to palms down. Lift your chin. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Lengthen through your crown. Left arm, you're going to inhale it right up next to your ear. Reach. Exhale, twist to the right and bring the left arm down in front of your face over to the right side. You can either grab your thigh or you can grab your other arm on your hip. Just a little twist. And slide back forward. Realign everything. Lengthen through crown. Right arm, inhale it up. Lengthen through the body, twist to the left, and let the arm slide down over onto the left side. Find a comfortable spot for it. Lengthen through crown. Soft gaze. And come back forward. And relax. We're going to do it again, left side. Inhale up, left. Exhale, twist right. Finding that comfortable spot. Draw your belly into your spine. Lift through your crown. Turn your head to the back shoulder. Breathe. Slowly slide back forward. Ready for other side. Inhale right up. Lengthen tall. Exhale, twist left. Hand comes down to the left side. Find a comfortable position. Draw belly in, lengthen through crown, then turn head towards back shoulder. And breathe. Slide back to center. 3 must be my magic number today. We're going to do them both again. Left side, inhale up. Lengthen tall, rotate right, exhale down. Draw belly in, lengthen through crown, look over the back shoulder, and then tilt your head to look up. Bring the head back to neutral and then slowly slide back forward. Centering it, facing forward, right side, inhale up. Lengthen, twist left, exhale down. Draw belly in, lengthen through crown, look over back shoulder, tilt head to look up. Bring head to neutral, slowly slide back forward. Coming forward, roll your shoulders, move your head around, arch and contract your back, whatever feels good. Release any tension, shake it out if you want to shake it out. All right. Hands on your lap, palms down. You take a nice deep breath. Have your palms in close to your hips. Deep breath, inhale, heart up. Exhale, slide the palms forward, rounding the shoulders. Reach them forward, drop the head. Inhale, draw back up, slide up your thighs. Inhale, heart up, head back. Exhale, forward, slide out, reach out. Inhale up. Exhale, slide out, reach out. And then inhale back to neutral. Sit up tall. All right, we are going to sit sideways on our chair with our one cheek on and one cheek off. Scoot yourself forward. Turn to one side. Let your one outside cheek hang off. Drop your knee. And actually, I want you to be on your toes on your dropped foot today. So just up on your toes. Make sure that your knee is below your shoulder. It's not too far forward or it's not too far back. Draw your belly into your spine just a tad so you don't overarch your low back. And just by that little draw, you may already start to feel a front hip and thigh stretch. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Outside arm is hanging out. Take a deep breath up. And then lean towards the back of your chair, opening that hip a little bit more. Okay, hold it for another big breath. Deep breath, inhale back up tall. Exhale down. Now we're going to inhale out to shoulder level. Exhale, draw that arm straight across the front of you towards the back of the chair. If you can reach the back, that's fine. If not, you can put your hand on your left thigh, rotating your chest towards the back of the chair. Draw the belly in. Take a deep breath. Exhale, start your rotation back to face the front of your knee, arm come down. Now slide that back leg forward, toes up, rest on your heel. Outside arm can be right in the crook of your hip joint. Take a deep breath. Exhale, flat back forward. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, flat back forward. Inhale it right back up. Exhale, flat back forward. Hold for another breath. And then inhale it back up. Draw that foot back up. Slowly walk yourself around to the other side. Shake your legs as you go. Hang that other cheek off. Drop your knee. Be up on your toes and back. Make sure, checking your camera or mirror or whatever you have nearby, to make sure your knee is over your shoulder. You're not overarching your back, so draw your belly in just enough to give some back support. Feel the stretch on the front hip thigh area. Outside arm, inhale up, lengthening from that knee to the tips of your fingers, and then lean towards the back of your chair. Hold for another breath. Inhale, draw yourself up. Exhale, release the hand down. Next inhale, up to halfway, shoulder level. Exhale, take it across the front of your chest, twisting towards the back of the chair. If you can't touch the back of the chair, that's fine. Use your thigh. Little twist to the back of the chair. Belly's drawn in, support the back. And come back forward. Relax, draw the foot forward, heels down, toes to the ceiling. Hand in the crook of your hip. Deep breath. Exhale, flat back forward. Inhale it right back up. Exhale it flat back forward. Inhale it back up. Last one, exhale forward and hold for another full breath. Inhale it back up. Slide your foot back in, walk yourself back to the front, shake it out. All right, we're going to come up and do some balance. So put the back of your chair towards you so you can hold on to it, like so, if you want to hold on to something. We're going to go back to our old school ways. Standing off to the side of your chair. Make sure you can't kick anything, dogs, chairs, out to the side. Transfer your weight to the foot closest to the chair. If you are going to hold on, try to hold on lightly and not with a death grip. Weight's transferred to the foot closest to the chair. The other leg, you're just kind of on your toes for balance to start with. Think about feeling the whole sole of your foot, the toes, the forefoot, the outside edge, the heel. And then I want you to lengthen calf, knee, hip, shoulders, crown, lengthen tall. So it feels like you're opening up each of those joints. Draw your belly in and point your outside foot forward. Find your balance, find a focal point. Stay lengthened and drawn up. Flex your foot. Point your toe. Flex your foot. Point your toe and take it to the outside. Flex your foot. Point your toe. Flex your foot. Point your toe. Take it to the back. Try not to lean forward. Squeeze the butt. Lengthen through the crown. Flex your foot. Point your toe. Flex. Point. And then slide your toe back to center. Shake it out. Walk it out. Stomp it out. Move a little bit. Release any tension in that leg that was providing all of the weight, supporting all of the weight, and we'll switch to the other side. You can just turn around in your small space or do the exact same thing, or move your chair to the other side. All right, transfer your weight to the foot closest to the chair. to just be up on the toes on the outside foot, finding your balance. First, root into the sole of your foot. Feel all 5 toes, feel the forefoot, feel the outside edge, feel the heel. Everything feels nice and even on that one foot. And then start to open through each joint, lengthening through the ankle, the knee, the hip, the shoulders, the crown, lengthening up nice and tall, draw the belly in, and then point your outside foot forward. Find your balance, find your focal point, flex your foot, point your toe. Flex your foot, point your toe. Flex, point, take it to the outside. Try not to lean over. Stay tall. Flex, point. Flex, point. Take it to the back without leaning forward. Flex, point. Flex, point, and slide the toes back in up underneath your hip. Walk it out. Shake it out. Shake your legs out. Stomp it out. Whatever feels like you're releasing that tension through your outer hip, through your thighs. I'm going to do a nice forward fold. So put both feet up underneath your hip joints. Actually, we're going to do it 3 different forward folds. So let's start with taking our thighs together. Try and sandwich everything together from the inside edges of your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs. Try sandwiching them all together. Try not to lock your knees. Have a little micro bend in them. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Squeeze your cheeks together if you need to. Take a nice deep breath up. You can use 1 or 2 arms, and then hips go back and chest come forward as you forward fold. You can fold over a chair. If you need some support, you can have blocks under you. You can have cans of soup or books or something to have a little bit more support. Check out your pedicure or lack thereof. Today, for me, it's lack thereof. Dire needs. Bend your knees a little bit more. Squeeze your butt, pull your belly in, and either roll up or flatten your back and come up with a flat back. All the way to the top. Now open your feet to where they're directly underneath your hip joints. Make sure the feet are facing forward. And what I mean by facing forward is that your heel, if you were to look down, your heel is directly centered between the widest part of your foot, and they're all facing directly forward, which most of us have a tendency to step outwards a little bit. You're going to feel like you're pigeon-toeing yourself. Now think of your thighs as rolling forward and opening up. You'll feel a little pressure on the outsides of your feet as you do that. Take a deep breath up. Butt back, chest forward. Keep those thighs rolling forward all the way down. Hang or support yourself, whichever you feel like you want to do. Breathe. I feel like I really want a pedicure. Bend your knees a little bit more. Squeeze your butt. Either flatten your spine or roll up, whichever feels better. All the way up for a breath. Now we're going to have our W arms. Take your ankles out to the width of your elbows. A little bit wider than hip width. Both feet face forward. Usually when we stand like this, we have them out to 45. I want them to face forward. So draw them in. And then imagine taking your inner thigh and spinning them open outwards, which makes you squeeze your butt. It makes you kind of roll everything into pressuring into the outside edges of your feet. Make sure your knees are micro bent. Deep breath up. Exhale, butt back, chest forward, still trying to press into the outsides of the feet, keeping the knees open. Relax down. You can rock side to side or just stay in place. You can use support or not. Bend your knees a little bit more, keeping them nice and open. Draw your belly in, either flatten your back or round up. Nice deep breath at the end. And relax. Shake it out. Stomp it out. Walk it out. My nose itches. All right. We're going to work on one more aspect of our balance. Core balance. So utilizing the chair. I have mine off to the side just so that it's not interfering with the camera. We are going to reach out. So if you need to move the chair around, just let you know that ahead of time. So feet are underneath your hips. Transfer your weight to the right foot. Bend at your hips. Come forward, hands on the seat of the chair. Weight is on the right foot and you're gently gripping the chair. Left foot, you're on your toes. Lengthen through the crown. So you're kind of looking at the floor. You're not arching your head up to try and see me. Draw the belly in to flatten your spine. And I want you to bend your left knee so it takes your foot off the floor. The knee is still close to the right leg. And I slowly want you to draw that foot behind you. You're keeping the leg bent. Opening up the hip. Then bend the right elbow and bring the hand close to your shoulder. So you're taking it off that chair. Balance, draw the belly in. And then bring the elbow up towards your ear. Elbow and knee are bent. Lengthen. Lengthen from elbow to knee, trying to reach them in opposite directions without arching your back. And then draw both elbow and knee back down. And release foot and hand to the chair and floor. Weights on both legs. Shake out your legs. We're going to do the other side. Transfer your weight to the left foot. Come up on the toes on the right. Try and have a light grip on your hands. Bend the right knee. Brings your foot off the floor, but keep the knee next to the left leg. And then start to lift that right foot back. Pull the belly in. Bend the left elbow. Hand is on or next to your shoulder. And start to lift the elbow up next to your ear. And then lengthen from knee to elbow without arching your back. Find a focal point. Breathe. Bring the elbow and knee down first. Try and control it. And then lower both of them to chair and floor. On both feet. Take your weight forward and back. Take it all the way back. Reach your hips back, lift your toes up. Lengthen through the crown so you're nice and long. Pull your belly in so you're not arching. Wiggle your toes. And then bring your weight forward on your tiptoes. Come up. And back down to flat feet. Take a moment to rest. You can either put your forehead or elbows on the seat of the chair or move the chair out of the way and just do another forward fold. Bend deep in your knees if you're going to not use the chair. Let your belly rest on your thighs. And from this posture, you can roll up if you want to, or you can just continue on down to the floor. I'm going to walk my hands down, come to my knees, and get my stuff out of the way while I'm already on the floor. We're going to come onto our backs. Draw your knees up for a little roll first. If you want to. If you don't want to roll, you can flop your knees instead, if you prefer. All right, center yourself up on your mat, both feet flat on the floor. And I want you to walk your feet in as close to your butt as you can. Kind of walking them in and then rooting down into the heel. Try and relax through your glutes. Imagine opening up the knee joint a little bit. Hands down to your side, palms down. We're going to do a Pilates move. Hands down to your side, the palms down. I want you to engage your abdominal wall as if you're prepping to catch a ball. You're going to support and protect your organs. Don't tilt your hips. Don't press your back into the floor. Just prep your abs by holding them in for a moment. Draw your chin down into your chest. Roll your head up and your shoulders up. Your hands can stay on the floor and then back down. And then roll them up again, head up, shoulders up, and back down. Draw chin in one more time, head up, shoulders up, and back down. And relax. Walk your feet out to a comfortable position. Slide the right one all the way out straight. Gentle flex in your foot so your toes stay up. Try not to lock your knee. Take your right arm right up overhead. Bring the shoulder up next to your ear and lay the arm on the floor. Lengthening from fingertips to the sole of the right foot. Lengthen nice and long. Draw the belly in. Now the left knee that is up, I want you to roll it over to the right ever so slightly. Just barely bringing your left hip off the floor, left glute off the floor. Not a long ways. We're not rolling completely over. Just a little roll, opening up more on the right side. Roll that hip back, even that knee up. Take your right foot and scooch it over to the left side. Take your right hand and bend your elbow overhead so that the right hand is over here next to your left ear. Opening up more on the right side. Try and relax the left hip, left thigh. Slowly relax the arm and draw it all the way down. And take the right foot and put it back in line with the right hip. Slide on your heel, bring the knee back up. Realign yourself if you got out of whack. Slide the left one out. A slight flex in the foot so the toes stay up. Left arm overhead. Lengthen, bring the shoulder up to your ear, reach, and then just rest it on the floor. Trying to let the right side relax. We're just focusing on the left. Then pushing with your right foot, just roll your right knee, roll your hip left a little bit. Not a lot of bit, just a little bit. And then roll hips back. Take your left foot and move it over to the right side. And take your left elbow, bend it, and bring the left hand over next to the right ear. Relax the right glute, relax the right thigh, the right hip, the right foot, opening up the left side. Relax your left shoulder, let your arm slide down. Bring your left foot back into alignment with the left hip. Slide on your heel, bring it back up. Both knees in the air. Walk your feet together so that they're touching, and then start to open your knees. Keep the soles of the feet walking in towards each other. You can put some support on the outside of your thighs if you need to for your back. Opening up the inner thighs. Rather than just creating a hammock with your thighs and, just kind of hammocking into those hips, squeeze the glutes to provide some support for the hips. It's not always about stretching the joint, but strengthening the joint. Squeeze your butt, give the hips some support. Hands on the floor. Tuck the chin in. Lift your head, lift your shoulder, and back down. Tuck chin in, lift your head, lift your shoulder, and back down. And last one, tuck chin in, lift head, lift shoulder, and back down. Slide your right leg out straight. Slide your left leg out straight. Toes up, knees slightly bent. Flex your feet. Put your arms in cactus or goalpost arms. Opening up the shoulders. If you need to put the back of your hand on a pillow or a blanket, if you can't touch the floor, that's okay. I don't want them hanging out in the air all by themselves, struggling. Give them some support. Lengthen from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet without arching your back, without locking out your knees. Drawing your belly in, keeping a long spine. Slide your right foot up. Draw your belly in, keep both hips together, and you're going to roll your hips to the left. Yes, you're still in cactus arms. Roll hips left. Just as far as you want. You don't even have to take your right foot off the floor. You can keep pushing until you're just on your toes. Keep the belly drawn in. Slowly roll hips back. Slide the right foot out. Flex both feet. Lengthen through your crown. Draw your abs in. Support the back. Feel the curvature of the back. The low back should still be off the floor. The neck should be touching in mid-back and hips. Slide the left leg in. Foot on the floor. Keeping the hips rolling together, pushing with the left foot. Roll hips right. You can only roll as much as keeping your heel on the floor, or you can lift your heel up under your toes. If you feel like you could roll more, that's fine. If you want to if you can lift your foot up off the floor, you want to, that's fine. You don't need to. Breathe. Slowly start rolling back. Slide the left leg back out, flexed foot, soft knees. Slide the arms down all the way next to your body. Palms down, lengthen through crown. Imagine that you're standing, when you're standing on the ground and you have your feet flexed, you're lengthening through crown. Flip your hands over. You're in a lie down Tadasana posture. Palms are open to the ceiling. Deep breath, inhale, arms around and up. You might have to bend your elbows if you don't have a lot of space. All the way up overhead, lengthen. Exhale, arms come down. You can go start with bending elbows if you need to for space reasons. Another breath, inhaling, arms up. Wide arms if you can. Bend your elbows if you need to. Exhale down. One more inhale, arms come up. Bending if you have to. And exhaling your arms all the way down. Slide your right knee up into the chest. Keep the left heel on the floor, flexed foot. You can hold onto your shin or onto the back of your thigh. Deep breath. Exhale, nose to knee, press into the left heel. Let all the air out and come back down. We get to do that 3 times on both sides. Deep breath. Exhale, nose to knee. Press into the left heel and down. Last time on the right side, deep breath. Exhale, head up, nose towards knee. Press into the left heel and back down. Right foot on the floor. Slide the leg out. Slide the left one up. Knee come all the way up into the chest. Hold on the thigh or the shins. Keeping the right leg gently flexed, rooting into your heel as we come up. You're going to feel stretching in the inner thigh and front thigh. Deep breath. Exhale, head up, nose to knee, press into the right heel and down. You're exhaling and coming up and pushing out all the air, and then you're inhaling, going down. Deep breath. Exhale. Draw up, nose to knee, and down. You get a rest breath in between. One more deep breath. Exhale, lift, nose to knee, and back down. Left foot on the floor. Slide it all the way out. Open up your feet to the outside edges of your mat. Flex your feet. Keep them lengthened. Lengthen through crown and tailbone. And there's your Shavasana. Just let everything relax. You can draw your knees in if you want, or just stay in the position you're in. Let it relax. You can find all of your creature comforts. Get your eye mask and your pillows and your whatever. And you can always transition to do Shavasana on a bed or a couch if you feel more supported. My nose really itches and I'm trying not to hit the microphone. I apologize if I do. So get the last moment wiggles out. Find your stillness in your favorite Shavasana position. Just bring yourself into your breath. Into the rise and fall of your chest. Just to be an observer. As an observer, we have a hard time not judging at the same time. It's kind of the nature of the human to observe and to judge. Try to release the judgment. Imagine that you're just taking factual notes in a courthouse setting. Do you have shallow breathing? Do you observe pain? Do you observe posture deficiencies? Just observe your body from crown to soles of your feet. Observe the expansion of your lungs. Observe the pressure points of your body on the floor. Observe the thoughts that cross your mind and let them cross. Trying not to hold them captive, not to hold on to them. Just let them go in and out. Feel the back half of your body soften on the floor. Imagining that you are on a soft, fluffy cloud. Everything is supported. No pressure points to speak of. Imagining the softest surface you've ever encountered. And let your body melt into it. Imagine yourself looking up at the sky. See the shades of blue as your gaze goes from horizon to horizon. Are there clouds in your sky? Is it clear? Do you feel the warmth of the sun? And I want you to imagine that your sky changes to night, and it is so clear. The stars are like diamonds twinkling in the sky. If you sit there and watch carefully, you might be able to see a satellite go by. Maybe lights of an airplane blinking. It's a nice full moon. You can see the man in the moon. The night is warm with a slight breeze, a little bit of cool breeze on your cheek, rustling your hair. And I want you to transport yourself from lying on that fluffiness to floating in that space, up amongst the stars. And although you've traveled thousands of miles to get there, the stars are still out of reach, still sparkling diamonds in the sky. The moon seems a bit closer, and the earth is glowing beneath you, the sun back behind it. You can see the different colors of the sky, the Milky Way off in the distance, looking like clouds. Maybe you see shooting stars. And no matter how high you go and how small the earth looks, the stars still seem far away. Open air, an abyss of darkness. Your mind at ease, your breath soft. Allow yourself to float. Feel the weightlessness of no gravity. Your body feels completely light, no pains, no flexibility issues. You can do somersaults and flips. The air is cooler up here. The weightlessness is mesmerizing. Gently allow yourself to breathe in the cool air and feel yourself slowly descend. Descending down back into atmosphere, back onto a cloud. As you just start to see the sun peek up over the horizon of the earth, the sky starts to brighten. The stars fall away as if they turned off their light for the day. Descending through to earth as the sun rises a little higher, pushing out the coolness of night, bringing in the warmth of a new day, changing the colors of the sky, brightening it up. Feel yourself gently land on soft grass. You can smell the earth, the leaves, flowers, wind rustling the leaves. Allow that soft grass to be replaced by your floor, your mat, whatever you have beneath you, your space. And without opening your eyes, feel your space. Feel everything around you. You know about how far away the next object is. You know about how big the room is, how much space is in there. If there's another being, a human or animal close by, you can feel their presence. Take a nice deep breath. And just exhale out through the tips of your fingers and toes and begin wiggling them around. Rolling wrists, ankles, knees, elbows. Roll your shoulders. Squeeze and release your glutes. Arch and flatten your spine. Find movement in as many joints as you can. Straightening out your legs, taking your arms overhead, stretch in opposite directions. And then release and relax. Draw one knee at a time into your chest. You can roll or just sit for a moment. When you're ready, roll over onto your side, stacking your shoulders, hips, and knees. Take a couple of breaths. Take a moment within the next week or so and just go out and look at the stars. When is the last time you just sat in silence and watched the stars? Saw if you could, or look to see if you could find a satellite. If you can name stars, there's actually an app for that you can point your phone up to the sky and it will tell you what star you're looking at, or planet, or whatever the case may be. It'll tell you where the space station is. It's kind of neat. Gently draw yourself up off the mat. Find yourself in a seated position, lengthening through crown. Gently drop your head forward and just roll little rolls side to side. Slowly let the rolls get bigger. Stacking your ear over the top of your shoulder and gently lifting your chin a little bit. Roll a little bit bigger so you lift your chin even more. Don't let your head roll back too far to where it pinches through your neck. And then pause once more in the center. Lift your head straight up, chin to ceiling. Drop your head back to neutral. Let's roll our shoulders forward, up, back, down again, forward, up, back, down, one more forward, up, back, down and reverse, back, forward, or back up, forward, down, back, up, forward, one more, back, up, forward, down, and just shake them out, shimmy them out, whatever feels good. Use your arms, deep breath, gathering air, palms up, lengthen through crown, through fingertips, exhale back down. One more breath. Inhale, arms up, lengthen up. Hands come together overhead. Exhale down to your chest, fluttering your eyes open, and namaste.